In today's matchup, we have the Mega Kaiju versus Godzilla -1. Today we have another versus matchup, and just like the last one, we are going to be deciding this matchup on 7 particular items: size, speed, agility, durability, the best weapon, the best feat, and deadliness. First, let's start out with size. The Mega Kaiju is standing at right around 152 meters tall, 500 feet, and while Godzilla -1 is way smaller than the Mega Kaiju, I figured to make this more interesting, I would make Godzilla -1 121 meters, 400 feet, but the Mega Kaiju still gets the point for size, even with this size increase for Godzilla -1, but I figured it would make it more interesting, and just like people were saying in the comments, this would make it more fair. Next up is speed, which is a close one because both of these monsters are pretty slow, and I would assume that Godzilla -1 would get even slower with the size increase. I will, however, edge this out to Godzilla -1, though, because of his speed in the water. He is very slow on land, but because of his speed in the water, he is significantly faster, and that's really the only point I can edge out the speed in this matchup, so now it is 1-1. It's 1-1, and now we move on to agility. I do feel that Godzilla -1 has the speed. Because of the speed under the water, he's shown to be very fast there, but agility has to go to the Mega Kaiju. My reasoning for this is because of his combat experience. His actions and reflexes in battle against the Jaegers is very impressive. He blocks the Arc Whip from Guardian Bravo, he blocks the sword from Gypsy Avenger, and he's able to pick up Gypsy Avenger and throw him around, as well as other Jaegers. So Mega Kaiju gets the point for agility, and it is now 2-1 Mega Kaiju. Next up is durability, and it is tough to not put this on the side of the Mega Kaiju, but when your opponent has rapid regeneration, it's a different story. And yeah, Godzilla -1 gets the point, and it's tied up 2-2. The regeneration aspect of Godzilla -1 is just too insane, so durability definitely goes to Godzilla -1. The best weapon is the 5th item, and while the Mega Kaiju has a wide variety of weapons, including the spiked tails, the sharp spines, and the special ability, Godzilla -1 has the Atomic Breath, and maybe the most deadly one we've ever seen. Godzilla -1 definitely gets this one and makes it 3-2 in this matchup. Godzilla -1 has lots of impressive scenes in his movie, but Mega Kaiju has the luxury of having opponents to actually go up against in his movie, Pacific Rim Uprising. So the Mega Kaiju gets the point for best feat. And in my opinion, it's easy because he goes up against 4 different Jaegers at the same time, is able to fight all of them off, destroys 3 completely, almost completely disables the 4th one, killing multiple pilots. There's no doubt that this definitely goes to Mega Kaiju, and that means it is tied up at 3-3. And that means it is tied up at 3-3 going into the 7th item. The 7th and final point, which will decide who will win in this matchup, is deadliness. And this is tough to decide because both monsters are formidable, scary monsters that you would not want to run into. Both of them cause massive amounts of destruction in their own movies. Mega Kaiju dismantles an army of Jaegers in a matter of minutes, while Godzilla -1 shakes shots from battleships point blank to the face. The final point for deadliness, and the one who will end up winning this matchup, is Godzilla -1. In my opinion, his Atomic Breath is already shown to be devastating, and this size increase, with him almost being 3 times the size, I think you can only imagine how much more powerful it will make this Atomic Breath, and how much more powerful this Godzilla will be in general. So Godzilla -1 gets the final point, and I do think will win this matchup. Now, my final thoughts, I do think Godzilla -1 would win, not only because of the Atomic Breath, but because of the regeneration. There's a chance that Mega Kaiju could deal enough damage that he doesn't have time to regenerate, or he doesn't have enough time to regenerate because Mega Kaiju can just keep delivering damage. There is a chance, and this battle will be so close. I would put this maybe 45-55 in the percentage, but I do think Godzilla -1 does get the edge in this fight, and I do think he would win this fight in the end. Make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup, and which matchup I should do next. Make sure you let me know down below, and thanks for watching.